Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCS381 and today I'm going to do a comparison review for this Marvel Legends movie Venom versus the SH Figuarts movie Venom. So let's start off the comparisons by checking out the overall look of both of the figure. As you can see, they looks rather similar except for a few things, of course. So let's take a closer look again. So from here you can see is that the very obvious difference is, of course, the paint itself. I'm not sure whether it's showing on the camera, but the Marvel Legends Venom is in pure black, and this one does have some kind of navy blue on it. I'm not sure if they are trying to mimic the Venoms from the comic, whereby when the light shines on it you can see some blue on it. And I've watched the movie several times again and again and again. I think that he is really in total black, because I really don't see any scenes that is having this kind of navy blue on him. Even when the light shines on it, I think it looks exactly like this one. So it's kind of hard to believe that the SH Figuarts might do some wrong paints mistake here. And then the second thing is, for all this design, the thunder light design, taking a look at the SH Figuarts, which looks a lot nicer, more refined. SH Figuarts looks better, and mine does have a little mistake here. They forgot to paint on this side. You can see that it's empty, but this side you have the thunder. So this one just looks a lot better than this. And let's check out the body proportions. And in my previous video on the review for this guy, I did mention that his head looks a little bit small compared to the big body. This Marvel Legends Venom does seems to have the same problem. You can see that the body size is almost very similar for them, and the head is also almost similar in terms of the size. You can see that the head is almost of the same size here. And the body proportion, some of you guys did mention that the SH Figuarts one is having a really bad proportion. In my observation, it just seems okay. It looks more or less the same, except for, yeah, the SH Figuarts does have a slightly longer hands, but other than that, I think it looks almost very similar. And lastly, of course, we'll take a look at the head. This one is just pure black and white, but it does have a shadings for the SH Figuarts, which looks a lot nicer, of course. Both of them looks very identical except for the paint. This one does look more accurate. In terms of the overall look, even though the SH Figuarts does looks a lot nicer, I still think that I prefer this guy here, which is the Marvel Legends. And next, I'll compare on the articulations for both of the figures, and I think it's very obvious that which one is the real winner, but we'll still look into it. So from the head itself, we know that the SH Figuarts have a pretty good movement, but the Marvel Legends doesn't have a separate neck on its own, so it's rather rigid here. The neck is actually part of the body, so yeah, he can also look everywhere you want it to. I think the SH Figuarts will have a better range of movement on the head, and the SH Figuarts does have a butterfly joints, and the Marvel Legends doesn't. And I did make a mistake in my review for this guy. The hand itself is not a single joint elbow, but it is a double joint as well. So yes, so sorry guys, it is a double joint, but it does look very much like the single joint elbow. So this guy does have the same. Everything else feels the same. Even at the abdomen's articulations is slightly different, but when I bend them forward, it actually looks very much the same range. Yes, let's try on the Marvel Legends. Yep, you can see is that it's almost of the same range as well. I think the SH Figuarts still win because of the butterfly joints as well as the very good movements on the head. And right up next, I'll compare on the accessory for both of them. Let's start with the Marvel Legends. It just comes with an interchangeable closed fist hands, as well as this one interchangeable head with the mouth open. Yeah, this one, it looks pretty good. As for the SH Figuarts, he just comes with the same set of hands, the open claws as well as the closed fist hand, but he just comes with another pair of fingers pointing hands and two more interchangeable heads with the mouth open. This additional symbiotes for his back, and lastly, of course, this very cool accessory as well. So it is very clear who is the winner here? Of course, it is the SH Figuarts. And at the same time, I would like to compare this head with the open mouth, so we can see both of them. I would say that looks pretty much similar here. Even the tongue looks a little bit the same. But then again, of course, the SH Figuarts one is being painted a lot nicer, as you can see. And next, I would like to compare on the poses for both of the figures. I said previously that this SH Figuarts is very easy when it comes to doing some of the poses because of the very good articulations over there. So let's try to do a superhero landing pose again for this guy. Yeah, I just love the superhero landing pose. So yep, as you can see, very easily I can do the superhero landing pose for this SH Figuarts. And let's try with the Marvel Legends. I do have a gut feeling that he can do the same. Yes, just not sure how good looking it is. Is it as good looking as this guy? So let's try.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, so as you can see, both of them can do the superhero landing pose pretty easily. Of course, the SH Figuarts will have the advantage of the very good butterfly joint as well as the head movement. This guy head, even though he can't look very much above, but he still can look straight into the camera, which is pretty good. Yeah, so I would say that yes, both of them can do pretty good poses, but then again, the SH Figuarts actually do it much better. And next, let's talk about the material being used for both of the figure. Of course, we know that the SH Figuarts is a Japan import stuff, so it is of better quality when it comes to the joints and even the material, the paint, everything is something like a top notch. That's why they are charging so much. But like I said in the review of this guy as well, I says that he feels very light. It's like it's an empty plastic inside. But for the Marvel Legends, this guy does have some weight there. I do think that the Marvel Legends is actually of a better durable materials being used, which means that if I were to drop these two guys from the 10th floor, I can be very rest assured the Marvel Legends will survive. This guy might be break into several pieces. So in terms of the material of the durabilities, yeah, I think the Marvel Legend is still much better when it comes to that. And next, let's talk about the scale for both of them. From the front, you can see that they are pretty much the same, but when you compare back to back, the SH Figuarts is tiny bit taller as compared to the Marvel Legends. So I think they are still pretty much very close when it comes to the scale. And next one will be interesting because it is of the pricing that I'm going to compare. Yes, so as you guys know, the SH Figuarts, like I said before, is an import stuff from Japan, so naturally he costs much higher. And I would say is that 3 of the Marvel Legends equals to 1 SH Figuarts, even though this guy here is not a Tamashii Web exclusive. So when it comes to the pricing, the Marvel Legends will be a lot cheaper and more affordable. Okay, so for the final verdict of these two comparisons, you can see that I list down everything here. So I wouldn't say which one is the best or which one is not good enough in this comparison, because to me both of them looks too identical. Of course, the obvious one is the SH Figuarts have more accessories, and when it comes to more accessory means it costs more money to buy. So I wouldn't say that the Marvel Legends is not worthwhile to pick. Of course, this guy is a more affordable options if you have limited budgets. So this guy I think is good enough to stand in your collection. He looks beautiful, he looks awesome. Actually, the Marvel Legends can win this guy pretty easily when it comes to the accessory. He just need to give 2 more things, which I think it will win this guy already, which is a half mask head revealing the Eddie Brocks, and another thing is they give some kind of weapons like a blade for his hands. That 2 additional accessory, he will easily win this SH Figuarts. Even though it costs a little more, I think people will still buy it for the Marvel Legends. So yes, in my final conclusions, if you already have this guy here from the Marvel Legends, I don't think that you really need to spend on this SH Figuarts. Unless, like I say again, you are big fans of Venom and you have a little bit more cash to spend, then yes, you should grab him because this one is one beautiful figure. So yes, I do hope that this comparison review will give you some insight of how does both of them looks like together, and most importantly, I do hope that you enjoy this comparison review, and I'll catch you guys again in my next video.